The following is intended only for mature audiences.
Hello. I'm here to review Cash Grab and bring a little dick into your lives, because who couldn't use a little bit more diversity, inclusion, compassion, and kindness? I'll drink to that. Though the facade of Cecil might have faded a little since the face reveal, the legend continues to live on. I really enjoyed this story. It kind of starts off with a simple premise and just quickly spirals out of control into this outlandish tale that I think only someone like Cecil could get away with telling. It starts off, Cecil's just minding his own business, being the lovable old character that we've all come to know and love. And he's enjoying a hot dog in Central Park, as one does. This hot chick with bodacious tatas approaches, and of course he's quite interested there. She comes up to him and thinking, "Hey, are you you dressed for a pride parade?" Well, his outfit's a little bit out there. And just, while they're kind of having a little banter back and forth, this punk comes up and steals the lady's purse. And she's really freaked out. We don't know why yet, but she's like, "Oh my God, if the police happen to see what's in my purse, I am screwed." She says, "If you get that back, I will sleep with you." So of course he's motivated there. And our boy Cecil, he's hot in pursuit. Well, sort of. He's on this really lame. I mean, it's doing what it can, but this little scooter thing here, and it's powering up the best it can. But the criminal guy, unfortunately, he has the lead. This is where it just starts to, the story begins its crazy antics. As he's chasing the criminal, he ends up interrupting this parade for this very old turtle named Shelly. Cecil being Cecil, he has the bright idea of going Mario Brothers on the poor turtle because he's seen it in a video game, so it must work. So he's gonna stomp the shell so he can go ahead and ride the shell and stop the bad guy. Well, unfortunately, it's real life, or comic book real life. And things didn't go quite well for Shelley, and of course Cecil, he was just, he was trying to help, do his thing, but unfortunately the turtle is in a bad way there. So Cecil ends up with the turtle. Everyone's starting to get pissed off here, and the chaos that will be in Cecil's wake is just starting off here. Of course, they wind up going to the Temple of Poon, a lovely little establishment there that I'm sure, according to this, Cecil has visited quite frequently. Cecil reconnects there with an old worker there from the strip club. They strike up a conversation, and they just try to wait for the purse snatcher to kind of get distracted so they can get the purse back. As the story progresses, it just kind of devolves into more insanity and more hilarity. Slowly but surely, our boy, he ends up pissing off pretty much everyone in New York City. He ends up disrupting a pride parade, causing outrage there. The stuff that Cecil tackles here, it's stuff that people would just be afraid these days to touch with a 10-foot pole, but it's hilarious. Most of the gags really hit. I enjoyed it. There were a couple that were kind of dated, like the Leroy Jenkins one. It's a little dated, but most of the jokes were really great. Cecil pokes fun of the rioters and everything. You just see how ridiculous it is. Our favorite SJWs with the mental illness, hair color, and haircuts. So you get a little bit of everything with this book. It kind of touches on all the modern just insanity. Ooh, this was the nice spread by Kelsey Shannon of Anna, that Star Wars girl. This is just a wonderful story. I really liked it. You don't have to know the legend and the lore of Cecil to appreciate this, but it definitely, if you are familiar with it, it does help you appreciate it even more, which I did. Donald DeLay did really well with the art. And I believe it was Ink Spots. Yes, Ink Spots did a great job with the coloring. Everything just pops, looks really good. Moving on to, this was also part of the campaign. This was Dirtworm Doug, and it was done in the style of those old, like the Golden Spine books that people from my generation and earlier will remember, like the Pokey Little Puppy and stuff like that. Used to read that as a kid. This, oh my God, this blew me away. Everyone who worked on this book here, props here. You guys did a really good job. Aldous and Cecil, of course, you guys, terrific. And Scotty Richards' art is top notch. He's done a lot of those videos, which are just so good. All the little details in here, in this page, you kind of have the look of the old, when you would check the books out from the library. The story is about kind of like this pompous, arrogant little worm. He feels like he's not being appreciated in his environment, which is supposed to be Hollywood, but it's this dog named Holly's, who's owned by Mr. Wood. This is up her rectum. So an interesting premise. The worm, Doug, he decides he's going to look for greener pastures, and he ends up taking the brown train to try to get to a new place, and everything's done really well. It's in rhyme, and it's so clever. I loved how it was done. Quality is really good here. Essentially tells the story of a really pompous man. Really cute. Like I said, I was really surprised by this. It's done very well. The art, again, is just beautiful. This is the variant cover, the human Cecil Pede. Let's see, another thing that I got here, one of my prized possessions here, some artwork from the man himself. Good stuff. Yay! Even though it was supposed to be a cash grab, I am glad to have received product. Loved this one. So that was my 2 cents on Cecil Jones's cash grab. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Maybe after I finish my drink.